welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Magic from A to Z part 4. Today I'm going to be taking you guys on a journey learning some shuffles, some cuts, or I mean how to do shuffles, how to do cuts, how to do some false shuffles. I know it's been a while since I did another episode and I'm sorry. I've had so much content that I've been trying to get out and I have many more ideas, but I figured that we'd go back and do another one of these videos for this week's video. Before we get into it, there's a specific person that's been a huge help commenting on all my videos, showing a lot of support. He posted a comment that explained that he hasn't reached 100 subscribers on his channel yet. So as a big huge shout of thanks for all of the comments he's been giving and support he's been showing, I just wanted to shout out his channel. It's right here, guys. It'll also be in the description of this week's video, so make sure to check it out. I'm sorry, I don't want to mess up how you say his username, but as I said, it's on the screen and in the description of this video, so make sure to check it out. Show him love, guys, because he's been a big help and I wanted to just do something to show thanks. So that's what I wanted to say. With that being said, alrighty, so to do this, go ahead and grab a deck of cards and we are gonna go and get started. How just to do an overhand shuffle. You're gonna be taking your middle finger and ring finger as well as your thumb on either side of the deck, on the front and the back, and you're going to be using your thumb of your left hand, or mirror this if you're right-handed. I'm sorry, if you're left-handed, but you're going to be taking your thumb and pulling down cards as you come back up and just allowing them to drop. This is probably one of the, if not the easiest shuffles to learn, so it shouldn't take too long, but it's basically just that, holding it like this, and you're just using your thumb to pull down cards, and then you can square it up. Okay, so as you guys can see, you have your deck of cards. You're going to be taking about half in each of your hands, and then as you guys can see, you're going to be and I'll show you like this. You're going to be pulling back with your thumb, so you're holding it like this. You're bending by pushing your first finger there, which is going to allow you to drop the cards, and what you're doing is you're doing this on both ends, so you're bending in and just dropping these cards, right? But while you do this, if you overlap them, they're actually going to be dropping right onto each other. Now you're in this position once you've learned this, where the cards are basically interlaced. Now you could just stop it here and just push, sorry I dropped some, but just push the cards in and that's that. But if you want to learn the bridge, this is going to take a little bit of practice, but it's a really fun move to do, is that once you get this part down and you're here, you're going to take your thumbs and you're going to have them about the middle, and you're going to be bending like this, and you can see the cards already start to riffle up, and then you're just releasing with your bottom fingers that pressure. And if you do it slowly enough, again, this might take a little bit of practice, but if you do this slowly enough, you're going to get that riff. The cards are all falling in onto each other, and that's how you can do that bridge. Alrighty, so this final shuffle is basically a shuffle that is made to do when you're on, when you have your hands on the table, and you're basically just going to do it like this, where they're overlapping, and then as long as you did it right, you should be able to just push those two ends together and just do the shuffle like that. So you're pulling apart, and you can either have them just like squared up like that. You're going here, dropping those cards down to mix them up, just like that. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do cuts. It's like this, ring finger and middle finger at the top corner, and then my thumb at the other corner. Here's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be taking your first finger and using it, still shoving these cards, all of these against your thumb. You're going to be putting your first finger on some of the cards, pulling up a little bit, and then you're pulling away. And at the same time, you're grabbing these chunks into your hand. You can do it as many times as you want. You can also kind of throw them. So that is the just how to do some cuts. Okay, so this first one is going to be using the cuts. This is what it looks like. So to show you, you can see the top card is the 10 of clubs, and I'll put these on screen in case you forget. Bottom card is 9 of clubs, and then just to show you an example, we're just going to remember the ace of hearts and the 2 of hearts are above and below the king of clubs, which is in the middle. You'll see why we are remembering these in a moment, because I'm just going to show you how it keeps the order of all of the cards. So this is basically a shuffle where it looks like you're shuffling the cards, but you're actually not changing the order at all. So you're going to push over one packet, right, from the top, and then as you push over again, here's what's going to be happening. The middle packet currently goes, it looks like you're placing it on the deck, but what you're doing is as you're placing this middle packet down, you're using your thumb and ring finger to pick up this packet that you placed the first time. You grab this middle one, then you're going to place this top one, and then place this packet back on top. And now you can see we still have the 10 of clubs here. We still have the 9 of clubs here. And right here, those 3 cards are still there. It's called the double undercut. It's a move, basically, if you have a card selected, in this case the 10 of clubs, it's a way that you can make it look like you're getting the card further lost, but you're really bringing it back to either the top or to the bottom. What's happening, you have a card selected, let's say we want to get it back to the top while making it look like we shuffle. So we give it a cut, and as you can see, we're still holding a break here. Obviously I wouldn't hold this big of a break, but just to show you guys, holding a pinky break. And what we're going to be doing is we change that pinky break over to a thumb break. So we put our thumb here, pull the pinky out, our thumb is still holding that break, but you can see that from the front you can't really see that break very much at all. Again, we wouldn't necessarily be having this big of a break, but you can't really see it from back here, but we still have the break right here. So anyways, we're here. We're gonna grab about half of the cards, right? So we could obviously, if we wanted to, separate the break like this, and so we're gonna be grabbing about half. We're gonna be putting these on top, right? And then picking up all of the rest of the cards at the break and putting those on top. And then you can see we still have that card on the top. Now, if we wanted to bring it to the bottom, the only thing we'd have to do is when we do the break, we push over this one card and get a break underneath it. And then when we do this, while we're holding the break, we're actually going to pick up that card so that the 5 is no longer on this half, but it's on the bottom of this one. So then when we do the double undercut, it's going to be on the bottom. Alrighty, so those were just the main things that I wanted to show you guys today. In general, they're just some basic shuffles and cuts that are going to be good to know. So anyways, that's what I was going to share today. If you guys enjoyed this content, please go ahead and hit that like button, as well as comment down below anything about the video that you may have enjoyed, if these worked for you. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, it helps me out a lot, and we are currently, of course, on our road to 1,000, but we're also getting rapidly closer to 300. So any subscribers that I get, I really do appreciate each one, and it really does help, even if it's just one subscription. It really helps. So thank you guys so much. I do hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.